Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, bringing you the boss fight of Act 4, Chapter 2, in my Bulletstorm very hard difficulty video walkthrough. And this one is called Maneater's Prefer Tight Spots. It's just like the last one, and as you've just seen then, if you kick one of the nom-noms into the Maneater plants, you'll get an achievement. And I actually did that by accident because I didn't know that. I was just messing about kicking them. And what's going to happen is you're going to go through a couple of areas with these Maneaters, and then you're going to come to the hive, basically, the queen or the whatever of these plants. And it's a big boss fight, and it has various stages to the fight. You have to destroy these red pustules on its side. Once you've destroyed those, you have to keep shooting it, and then it kind of gets these red tentacles where those pustules were. Then you have to destroy those, and then once they're all destroyed, you have to destroy its neck. But all the time, if you're not shooting it, it starts to regenerate, so you have to be as quick as you possibly can. It's not too challenging, and in all honesty, aside from when it tries to grab you, which you can counter with a kick, it's not that damaging. It has, I think, one other move where it sends out these spore balls at you, and if you get hit by the spore balls, they'll do a ton of damage. But I've killed this thing twice now, and neither times have I even died on it, because it's just not that impressive. So, it looks impressive, it just isn't difficult, should I say. So the best thing to do is use that shop to stock up on everything, basically. Have as many explosive shots as you can for every weapon. Make sure you're fully charged up with everything. And around this area is ammo if you run out of bullets with your guns. And then just shoot it, basically. It's that simple. And right now, when you shoot, I don't think it has any effect because its life bar isn't up. As soon as the life bar is up, just shoot it. And if you've got charge shots with your carbine, it takes off massive damage, and 3 of them will finish off the first form. So keep spraying it, keep doing your thing, and when he does that, you have to tap B to get off it, else it will kill you. But if you see him winding up to fire his mouth at you, if you press B and kick before it hits you, you'll counter it. And then what happens is these pustules that I mentioned come on his side, so just strafe around shooting the pustules. The only problem is it can be a little bit awkward to traverse this level because the screen starts getting really crazy and you can't see for shit, and it becomes harder to get to the one you need to hit. And when you dash on your knees, sometimes he just doesn't go where you want him to go, and sometimes he's completely uncontrollable. So be careful with that. And then as soon as his life bar comes back up, start shooting at his body and just try and lower his life as quickly as you can. It looks momentous, it looks epic, but there's really not that much of a challenge to it. And I would definitely swap out this pistol for the flail gun, because the first time I beat this guy on very hard, I was using the flail gun, and it's a lot more effective than this pistol. That being said, I just fired a firework at it and it seemed to be pretty good. And his glowing blobs, Lost Planet style, have popped out again, so cruise around him, finish them off, kill them as quickly as you can. And he is a bit of a bastard because he does turn away from you, and when you're sliding, you can't really slide on an angle to go around him. And then he starts swinging from the roof. And what happens now is he gets another life bar and he'll start attacking you with his mouth. But if you shoot the mouth before it hits you, you'll stun it, and if you kick the mouth, you'll stop it from doing that, what it just did to me. And I only realised that in this fight because the first time I fought him, he didn't get a chance to grab me once because he was dead. I must have just raped his face big time. But you see that? He spits his tongue at you, you kick, it knocks it back. If you shoot, it does the exact same thing. And it makes this boss pretty simple, because his only move you can counter, and you can see when he's going to do it because he signposts it by opening his mouth. And as soon as he lands, you're going to see his tentacles that are writhing at his sides. They'll turn red, and that means it's time to kill them. And if you shoot them with the sniper rifle, it generally takes 2 shots and you'll fully kill the cluster of tentacles. But the piece of shit can miss, so be very careful with it. And I would not advise using it, I'm just using it because it's on and I don't want to waste time. For these parts, I would definitely say use the flail gun, because the area of effect is going to pay dividends for you in this section. Or conversely to that, if you do still have your PMC, or it's called the carbine, I would definitely say use the charge shot from that, and he's going to swing back up onto the roof. He's going to get another life bar, and then once you've dropped the life bar, his neck's going to start glowing. So watch him, watch for what he does. If he starts to fire his tongue, kick it back. Stay patient. If you need any ammo, there's plenty around the room. This is not a tough boss fight, it just looks like it should be. And when he goes down into the ground like that, it means he's going to spawn a ton of the little balls that fire towards you and do area damage. The best thing to do for these is just to slide on your knees away from wherever they've spawned from and then focus on the boss, because in all honesty they're not good enough at following you to really be that much of a threat, and you'll probably kill the boss before they've even done much to you. So as soon as you see the red things glow again, shoot them. Try and be as quick as you can to make this boss as short as possible. And I think this is when his neck starts to glow. We'll soon find out. I'm going to cruise over here for some ammo. It gives me some sniper bullets. And there it is. His neck glows red. This is his final form. And he's going to swing from the ceiling just like he was before. All you have to do is shoot his head, kick back his tongue. And sound like a broken record, but it really is this simple. And that seems to be the story with the big boss fights on these games. They're a lot more visual than they are difficult, which is kind of what Resistance 2 had, and it's something you're either going to love or you're going to hate. But I'm indifferent really. It's still a pretty impressive boss fight, but it's not difficult, so it's not really a boss. But there you go, Weed Killer, you should get an achievement for doing that. This is the end of the boss fight and the end of this video, guys, so thanks for watching my stuff, and you take care now.